Green flag is waved at the back. It looks like a pretty full field then for this 15-minute race for the Toyo Tyres Toyota MR2 Championship. Red lights go on and the race gets underway. Looked like a good start from Paul Cook in his Mark II car on the left-hand side of shot there with the Dayglow bumper as he heads down towards turn number 1 at Abbey. And certainly the two leaders were side by side as they went into that corner. Bit of shuffling further back in the pack, but it looks like it is Paul Cook that is ahead of Aaron Cook. Sean Traynor is in there as well. Nick Williamson in the 22 car is up into 4th position, the blue and turquoise car, but it is Paul Cook in the Mark II car that's ahead of the Roadster of Aaron Cook, Marcus.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's what the guys were saying after the first race, that they'd actually quite prefer the 2-litre cars around here, given perfect conditions. But of course, they're much more used to them. But now we've got decent numbers of the Roadsters. It's all changing, and Traynor comes down the inside, and he grabs the lead going down into Stowe Corner. Paul Cook's to his outside, but right round the outside is the 22 car, and that was interesting as 4 of them lurched through Stowe Corner. 2 Roadsters emerging ahead of 4 Mark IIs. Will they all go into the corner? I'm not sure they will.
Well, Paul Cook there went from 1st to 4th. He's about almost going to go. Well, he's got back to. No, he's still 4th. He was about to go down to 5th, thought, because it looked like he's going to be passed by Cam Walton as well. But we've got the Roadsters back out in front then. So Sean Traynor even, and Aaron Cook leading the way, about a third of a second separating them. Nick Williamson 3rd, Paul Cook 4th, Cam Walton 5th as they come over the line at the end of the first lap of this 15-minute race, which earlier on today was an 11-lapper. For these cars. So it's the 2 championship protagonists, Traynor and Aaron Cook, out there together. Cook, the winner of the championship last year, Traynor, a 4-time champion. Cook there using some of the curb on the way back onto the Hanger Straight. He gets his car alongside that of Sean Traynor now. No, he ducks back in behind to get the slipstream. Traynor moves to the right-hand side of the circuit, not necessarily taking the racing line there. He drifts back out to the middle of the road. Cook tries to go around him. That's Rhys Dorman off in the gravel at the Vale, so there'll be yellow flags there for them to deal with. So they're side by side now. They're going to need to get back in line, I think, as they make their way down towards the Vale. It is double-waved yellow flags and Sean Traynor controlling the pace. So through the Vale they go, and they've got the JCB on hand to pick up the car of Rhys Dorman. We've seen that work very efficiently during the course of the weekend. So it's Sean Traynor leading, Aaron Cook 2nd, Nick Williamson 3rd, Paul Cook 4th, Cam Walton 5th, and Sam Harper, number 18, completing the top 6 at the moment as they head on to lap 3.
Yep, indeed, the marshal's working well down at Vale to remove the Dorman car, the bright pink car. No excuse for not seeing that in the gravel pit, but there you go. Sean Traynor continues to lead, but by a tenuous margin from Aaron Cook, his principal rival at the top of the table, and Aaron Cook comes out onto the chute down towards Stowe Corner, absolutely hidden from view behind the sort of Martini-esque striped car of Sean Traynor. Williamson continues to lead the 2 litres in 3rd. He runs wide down towards Stowe to get the line, the ideal line through the middle of it. We've got the car of Paul Cook, the yellow back end of from here. You can see that stands out too. 26, that's 4th. 5th is Cam Walton. Up the inside comes 22, which is Nick Williamson. Do you know he's managed to nick the lead tenuously?
Yes, and now he goes wide. There were waved yellow flags though, I could see in the background. So we'll see how that one all shakes out. There was another Roadster off as well, wasn't there? I could see in the back of the shot. Try and work out who that one might have been. I'll get a look at the timing screen maybe to figure that one out. But for the moment, it is Nick Williamson that was leading over the line, and he is still there now in front of the race. But we'll see if there's anything done about that. Aaron Cook 2nd, Sean Traynor 3rd, and 4th, I think, is Paul No, it's Cam Walton now that's appeared in 4th place.
Yeah, I don't think that Sean Traynor will be terribly pleased because he was kind of squeezed up over the curbs, wasn't he? Oh, and Williamson is hoisted by his own petard because he's gone straight over the grass, as has Traynor. In fact, the 3rd car did as well, coming onto the Hangar Straight. So 3 of them took a sort of bizarre line that was involving the green stuff. But it's Williamson who leads down. He gets a bit snaky under braking. He's got absolutely everything on the line going down there. Brakes really late as he dares. Car dances. Aaron Cook sits in behind him.
Yeah, Nick Williamson leading the way. Then number 22, 96 in 2nd place. Aaron Cook still can't see the number on that car. I couldn't easily work out looking at the time.
It's a red Roadster, that's all I know. Side by side. Oh, and there's been a touch, I think there must have been, to throw him so sideways. Aaron Cook caught it brilliantly on reflexes, didn't he, Ian?
He did, but he's lost 3, maybe 4 places because of that. He gets back ahead of Adam Lockwood. So you say there was a touch. I thought I could see daylight between them, but I may be wrong.
He certainly went very sideways very quickly.
He did. But anyway, so that's Cook with a bit of work to do now. He's dropped back down to 5th position. Aaron Cook, we should say. We've got Paul Cook in this race as well. So just to clarify, scraps going on down the order. We see the number 6 car on screen there. That's Darren Aldworth. He's outside the top 20 at the moment. And number 19, that's Cameron Bell. So that's a scrap going on a bit further down the order in around about 27th position. I reckon here are the leaders. So it's Sean Traynor this time taking the attack to Nick Williamson.
Yep, that's down at Stowe. Bit of sunshine overhead, which is nice. Always happens late in the day. And down they come into the Vale, that very tight corner. Traynor up for trying to relieve 22, Nick Williamson, of the lead. I think he feels probably a tad aggrieved about the way it was done before, and but he knows that his main rival Aaron Cook is behind, and not immediately behind either, because there's a car between them, that of Cam Walton, safety car.
Yeah, safety car's coming out, so there must be something else I would have thought that has gone on that we've not seen. But safety car is going to come out, and it is picking up the lead as it was waiting there on the circuit just before Village. So it has picked up Nick Williamson, but I'm not quite sure what this is for. There was nothing evident as we were going around that lap. I'm just looking at our screens here now, and I can't see any particular reason why we'd need a safety car. So the safety car, the Renault Megane leads them around. Nick Williamson leading, Sean Traynor 2nd, Cam Walton 3rd, Aaron Cook 4th, Paul Cook 5th, Adam Lockwood in 6th position. 7 minutes of the race to go. And of course we don't really know how long it might take to get back under racing conditions, because we're not quite sure why we're not under racing conditions at the moment.
Yeah, it's a balance, isn't it? If it's something that's just off the circuit, then if the safety car goes really slowly, it eats into the time, but it might give them an extra lap. If it goes around quickly, then they'll use those laps, and might just be a safety car call to say, right, we need 30 seconds to do some work.
Yeah, possibly so. Not seeing. I can see on our screen there is a car that's gone off at.
Oh yes.
That's the link, isn't it, into the gravel?
It's one of the Mark 1s, isn't it?
I think it looks like it probably is. Don't see the number on that car at the moment, but yeah, that's a bit of an obscure position to go off. Really, it's into the gravel trap there on the exit of the link. So we'll see what can be done about that. Safety car's gone around for another lap anyway, so there'll be at least one more lap under these caution conditions. In this penultimate race of the day for the Toyo MR2 Championship, we've still got the BMW Car Club Racing Championship to come to round out the day. And
yes, that red Mark 1.
Yeah, it's been got the JCB on scene now to pull it out of the way. And again, you'd think they'd be able to pull that possibly onto the Grand Prix circuit back towards sort of Beckett's and kind of area, and quake that out of the way. There you can see the JCB in action. It's got the MR2 hooked up.
It's 56.
56 is Nathan Harrison. So Nathan Harrison's got stuck in the gravel trap. I can't see too much damage on the car, but hopefully they're able to hoik that out of the way. And if they can, because the safety car is going at a very sedate pace, it's just approaching Village now, I would think they will be able to get the race back underway at the end of this lap, which will give them maybe 3 more laps to go, something like that. I had a couple of races yesterday where we just had a 1 lap dash to the flag. 3 laps is a little bit more satisfactory than that.
What it has done, of course, is reunited the field.
It's worked in Aaron Cook's favour, hasn't it? After his big moment. Yeah.
A momentet.
He's back ahead of Paul Cook already, but it would give him a reasonable crack at the race lead, the race win.
Yeah, he was back ahead of Paul Cook on the lap before the safety car. Obviously, no overtaking under that safety car.
Safety car lights out.
Yep, and away it goes. We've got 3.5 minutes, so they are going to get.
Yeah, I would
2 laps, I think.
Yeah, it just depends how quickly they get there. What are we, 1:22 is a quick lap, so that's 2:44.
No, we might just get into the third.
I think we could just get into a third lap. It just depends how quickly Nick Williamson takes them round, really, doesn't it? It's very much in his gift.
Yes, exactly. He may think that he would like to remain ahead. And
can I string this out for 3 minutes before I get to the timing line?
Yeah,
I think probably not. So I think we're going to get probably at least 2, maybe 3. I'm leaning more towards 2 laps now, actually, because there's less than 3 minutes to go. So I think it's going to be 2 laps to go until the checkered flag. Aaron Cook with 5 wins to his name this season. He's
trying to do. He's tried to bottle them up. Now he's going.
Yeah.
And that's going to get him clear.
It is. It's worked out well for him. Sean Traynor had not really gone with him. So Nick Williamson has stolen a march over the rest of the field. He was 5th in the championship coming into this weekend, yet to have a win this season. Sean Traynor 2nd, Cam Walton 3rd. Aaron Cook not as close behind those two as I thought he might be.
No. But he's had a real good go up the outside towards Village, and if he gets the exit right here, he can make some ground towards Cam Walton and maybe come out onto the straight with a little bit more momentum to make up for that lack of capacity. He's a couple of hundred cc down, and he's a few horsepower down, but in the slipstream there's every chance that he can out-handle the Mark II and just shuffle ahead down into Stowe. Same for Traynor, who's chasing Williamson. Traynor swings out to the outside. Does he have the handling to make it happen? Not at the moment.
No, it doesn't. So, and actually Cam Walton seems to be a bit closer now to the back of Traynor as well. Walton trying to take, trying to
go round Traynor, isn't he? He's managed to put himself in a position where he can get by use the curb. Yeah. Inside, Traynor goes out wide. Walton tries to get back to the apex. He's got Aaron Cook right behind him, going on to the final lap by the looks of things. And we've got 4 for 2nd place, and they're not that far behind Williamson, half a second or so.
No, absolutely not. So Nick Williamson leading, and here comes Cam Walton up the inside of Sean Traynor. That's going to put him on the outside line for the left-hand curve at Farm. It's the right-hand virtual hairpin at Village. You've got Aaron Cook going to his left-hand side, trying to go around the outside, which is tried before, and Aaron Cook has gone through ahead of Walton there. I think he's got 3rd place. The pair of rogues have swapped positions, and it's Cam Walton trying to come back up on the inside of him through the link, but no, Aaron Cook has made that place his own, so now he wants to try and get past Sean Traynor. They probably don't need to worry too much about Nick Williamson for various reasons. It's really between Aaron Cook and Sean Traynor now, although Cook is under pressure again from his namesake Paul Cook and from Cam Walton as they head down to Stowe.
Yeah, Cam Walton's gone round him. Paul Cook's trying as well, but Aaron Cook holding on the inside. Very, very wide is Williamson, out over the runoff area. And that's, well, Walton is now definitely third. And Paul Cook locks up down the inside, tries to get through. There's a touch. They go round. Paul Cook clonks into Cam Walton. That won't be very popular. And he spun him round, but Walton gets going again. Paul Cook gets going again. That's changed the complexion of it.
Checkered flag goes out, and the race win on the road goes to Nick Williamson, then Sean Traynor in second place. The third place is Aaron Cook, Adam Lockwood fourth, Sam Harper fifth, Jim Mew in sixth. Cam Walton did come back to finish 10th and Paul Cook 12th. That incident had an air of inevitability about it, I thought, as they headed into the Vale for the final time.
It certainly did once Paul Cook's wheels locked up. There was no stopping it at that point. And he clonked into Cam Walton, who thought he had a run round the outside.
Looks like the best lap of the race actually went to Adam Lockwood, a 1:21.92 in fourth position.
How does that compare to the first race?
Oh, now you're asking. Let's go back to check my results from earlier.
Just ask Bill Frendle here in the
1:21.63, so about 0.3 of a second slow, and the fastest lap in race one went to Aaron Cook. But this time, as I say, Adam Lockwood getting the best lap of the race, Nick Williamson getting the win, and Sean Traynor finishing ahead of Aaron Cook, and that will narrow the gap again in the championship.
We've now got Paul Cook running well ahead of all the rest of them.
The reason he'll be doing that is to get back to the pit lane to get in his car for the next race, because he's out in the BMWs, isn't he? So yeah. I'm not sure you're supposed to overtake people on the slowing down lap, but perhaps make an exception in this case. Anyway, Nick Williamson takes the...
Might just extend the discussion.
Exactly. Nick Williamson takes the win then. Car number 22, 9 laps completed in that race for, how much we thought it was 11, but anyway. Sean Traynor second, Aaron Cook third, Adam Lockwood fourth, so 27, 96 and 11, second, third and fourth. Number 18, Sam Harper was fifth, 78, Jim Mew was sixth, Lee Brown, number 86 was seventh, eighth to number 2, Ben Rowe, ninth to number 34, Shane Mansbridge, and 10th to number 50, Cam Walton. It was 9 laps, I was reading the wrong screen. 11th to number 4, Peter Heaton. 12th to 26, Paul Cook, after that last corner incident with Cam Walton. 13th was 65, Fear Aldridge, then Neil Stratton, 84, and John Wilson in his last race of the MR2s. He rounded out the top 15 in car 72. Then it was Jonathan Grimes, Georgios Giorgides, Josh Lambert, David Mustard, and Jim Cook. A bit further back, Maxine Nichols, 21st this time. Andrew Strange, I think, a slightly better race from him this time to finish in 23rd position in car 51. Dave Hemingway winning, I think, the Mark 1 class. Yes, he did, in 27th overall, ahead of Gareth Baxter, who was 30th. And final screen, you can see some of the drivers that didn't make it to the end, including Gary Patterson, Nathan Harrison, and Rhys Dorman.
Nick Emmoney there is a name from the past. I remember him racing donkeys years ago.
And so a big grid of MR2s, and they will move on to Castle Combe at the end of the month for their next round in the championship. So Nick Williamson it was that took the checkered flag to win round number 10. I think we are at now in the MR2 championship. I can see that he's waiting there down in the pit lane, so let's go down to Josh Barrett.
Yeah, thanks, Ian. Nick, that was a quite eventful race. Talk us through it from your point of view.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, the car was going well on the, now it's dry actually compared to the first race, which was actually very wet. So yeah, had some good grip and good round stow, which was a bit of a problem before. That was all good there. There was a car in the gravel, so obviously the safety car came out, so I had to manage that sort of the restart from the safety car, which worked okay for me. Yeah.
Enjoying the championship this year? It's very competitive.
It is very competitive, yeah, it's very close, so it's good fun, yeah, really good fun.
And around this circuit, it's really interesting to see how the two different cars perform, isn't it?
The Mark 3s are going better this year actually around here than last year, so yeah, that's something that we've got to deal with. Different corners, they're better, different styles, so yeah.
You've been in the championship for a few years now after racing the M3s.
Third year now, yeah. But it is very competitive, so we'll see where we go, yeah.
And that's something you're enjoying?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's good. Thank you. Yeah.
Well done to Nick, who is currently classified as the winner, but it might go to Sean Trainer yet. Sean, there's obviously lots of discussion going about what happened there. Talk us through it from what you saw.
There is no discussion. He overtook both of us under yellows. We'd backed out. Aaron had backed out. And then the next thing I know, I could see him coming, and I thought, no, he's going to back off in a minute. He just come straight through. And then then also managed to give me a clout as I come onto the straight as well. So I got to replace the bumper. But yeah.
And obviously Aaron got caught out of it as well. You saw his big slide in front of you.
Yeah, and I was far enough back that it didn't tangle me up, and I got the run on it. So and to be fair, Nick was quick enough, but I thought after what he did, I thought he's not in the race, so it's not part and parcel of it. So
as what the results may be, you and Aaron basically have a same day with one beating the other and the other.
That's the way it looks, yeah. So and I think, to be fair, I think Aaron's done a great job after losing it there, and I think at one point he was back in fourth. So I think the little roasters have held their own today.
Well done, Sean. And then it was Aaron Cook who was next up. Aaron, the same to the other guys, quite an eventful race there.
Yeah, that was one eventful one. I mean, me and Sean, we was having a great battle at the front, and unfortunately, Nick decided to just either not see or ignore the yellow flags, and yeah, dive bombed us both, which really was gutting because I think we was having a really good battle up until then, and it put me a little bit back, and I had an issue with coming out of this corner here. It went completely sideways, but yeah, we gathered it back up and was catching up, but it was a shame that move happened, and I am 100% certain that Sean will win this. There's no way he'll win that. No way.
For the championship then, I think to Sean, it's pretty much even Stevens between the two of you today.
Yeah, today we haven't gained an advantage, neither has Sean, but no, it was a good day of racing. A few little bumps and scrapes, but we was pushing each other down the back straight, but there's no harm in it. You know, we both know what we'll be doing. We're not going to take each other out, so yeah. I think it's Castle Combe next. Have you been there before? I've never been to Castle Combe, so they might they might have an advantage on me there. So we'll see. I'll try and tuck behind some of the quick boys in practice or qualifying and see if we can tag along, and hopefully we'll do well.
Well done today. Cheers. So that's our top three as it stands in the MR2 Championship. One more race to go today.